Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. This week we are tackling a few different areas in my house: my office again, the laundry room closet again, and the large pantry. These are 3 areas in my house that I'm constantly having to refresh and reorganize because I can never find a good way to get them conquered. But I think I did an amazing job this time. So get your list together of the things that you need to organize, and let's get those things tackled today. So welcome back. Let's get it going. Lacey and I rearranged in here, so I have all the shelves where we want them, but now I had a plan, but now I'm seeing that that plan might not work, so I'm gonna have to try to play around with some things. It's not gonna be perfect, but so everything is in its new spot, the furniture is. So now I just have to get all this little stuff together, and there are some things that I'm getting rid of, donating, trying to sell, etc. So look at this. I've got all of these things out here that I have to kind of find a home for. Some things like donations, some pantry overstock things, because that's the next project in this line. And oh goodness, it's a whole thing, but I don't know. It's gonna be nice whenever we get it done. So now it's trying to get this shelf worth of stuff, these 2 shelf worth of things on these 2 shelves. So let's see if we can do this. This is all we got done. My camera battery died and I'm down to 1 battery. My other battery will not charge. So this is where we're at right now. So those are gonna go in the pantry we're gonna be working on. So I've got to get these office supplies over onto this shelf. So we got the bottom shelf done. That was bending the wire, that 40-pound weight, so we just set that on the floor. The other ones did fine. So I'm gonna have to rearrange some of this. A lot of this is gonna come off and go somewhere else. These are all like memory bins, like large things. So these are gonna turn into bins for each family member, like large ones that I'm gonna put in storage that we add to. And then I'm doing a lot of painting stuff, so I'm just gonna keep all my spray paint, cans of paint out. But this, for the most part, like that little section there, I need to work on. But I was able to get pretty much everything from the 3 shelves onto this one. So that's how the top looks. So I mean, it's not beautiful, but I mean, it looks good. But I've got a lot of little projects, like those little pegs I'm gonna paint for the babies, hair accessories. Always keep extra plant pots, and there's just some things that just don't fit in anything. So overall good. So I want to get this section done, and these shelves done, and then these done, because then this shelf is going to pull out a bunch of stuff from that closet, some appliances and things. And you can see how much I've got in the hallway. A lot of this stuff is things I'm donating, selling, or giving to family. So there's some things in these. So I'm going to try to put all that type of thing into that one big blue tote so that it all fits in one place instead of having it stacked on top, because that blue tote's empty right now. That gray tote minus the florals has everything I'm selling in it, and those are donations and a couple of things I need to list. So still a lot to do. Here's a view behind the desk. So I've got all these like desk supplies and things. So I'm going to try to figure out a better way to organize these. And now I've got some free space down here because I have moved some filing things here and things for the printer. So I have some space here. I don't think I'm going to put anything on this. That's just laying there. And then these boxes are empty, so those I can use for some storage. So I might just save them up top here. That basket's gonna go somewhere else. But kind of the things that I'm gonna be using at the desk, because I think I'm gonna put my Cricut here so I can have it right next to me when I'm working on things. But then I could have the things I use through Cricut for up here. And then if we go around, we have still a ton of space back here too. So like that's extra school supplies and office supplies like files, folders. Whenever I stock up on notebooks and things, I put them in there too for the kids so they can just dig and get what they need. My toolbox, extra labels. So, I mean, I still got plenty of space to put some things. So now I just have to kind of organize what I actually want right here. And then figure out what I want over there. So, because I have a lot of little things that I need to organize. Night lights, like the plug covers, because some of our plugs are not like these in here that are safety. And then command strips, some other little things that are probably going to go over, might go over here. I'm not sure. So many little things that can be organized and put together. But as you can see over here is cleaned up. That's going to go with the paint because that has my drop cloth and things in it. So that's all freed up so then I can start moving in the stuff from the pantry, but I need to get this situated first before I do that. It's always one of those things, like the other night, just playing around with all this. It took like an hour or two just to get it just right and to reorganize some things to make it fit. But, alright, let's keep going. Alright, so now that we have most of the shelves organized and things, I needed to move on and get to the things that I needed to purge. So this is when I'm taking some pictures to either donate these items, sell these items, or give them to friends and family. So I'm just trying to go ahead and do away with some of the breastfeeding stuff because now that it had to end. So I'm going to use this giant tote to put all these things in. I don't even know why I've been holding on to some things. I'm sure that you have some things around your house that you can go ahead and get rid of. So I'm going to challenge you to go through your things and see, hey, what can I get rid of? Put it in a tote, get some pictures snapped, and get rid of it.
Just somebody longing for someone to hold me. It could be anybody, but you chose me somehow. Now I'm crazy, thinking about you all the time, like crazy, knowing you're here by my side. And who was doing fine on my own, but baby, you make me a whole lot better. A whole lot better. A whole lot better. A whole lot better. You've seen all my bad sides, yet nothing that I do seems to make you wanna run away. Oh, and I'm so thankful that you found me. Crazy, thinking about you all the time, like crazy, knowing you're here by my side. And I was doing fine on my own, but baby, you make me a whole lot better. And I was doing fine on my own, but baby, you make me a whole lot better. A whole lot better. A whole lot better. A whole lot better. A whole lot better.
This is all I have left in this closet. So we're going to get everything off the shelves, and then we're going to be taking this shelf down and just laying it here so that I can have some paper storage here, and then I can use stacking bins to add a little bit more because it's hard to crawl back on the shelf. I'm not worried about this one whenever I have paper products on it, but this one's really difficult. So I'm going to use the stacking baskets I have and the other stacking bins that I have to add height, and that way they can kind of slide around and be able to use this space much better for any sort of overstock food that we have, because right now I can't really buy things in bulk that we eat a lot of because we just don't have the room for it. That shelf is not gonna move. So we're gonna have to just do it, but at least with the stacking bins we can kind of slide them around. So I think it's still gonna work. We're gonna make it work. So I just vacuumed underneath that bottom shelf and wiped up the floor. So now I can get at least the paper towels in, and we always keep Savannah's baking kit down there so that when she's on a baking frenzy, she can get to all her stuff, so that no one's using it. If, you know, they don't have permission, they don't use it. So all her baking stuff stays in here. So we're gonna get paper towels down here. Eventually it's gonna house toilet paper because I've moved the recycling bin and the trash can into the kitchen. So we're gonna get the paper towels I bought from Sam's Club down here, and then I'm gonna start playing around with how I want to do the stacking bins. So let's jump to that. All right, so I'm kind of filming this in chunks, but because I'm waiting on my camera battery to charge, and I don't have anything that I can set my phone on that will actually, you'll be able to see, because look how small this closet is. It's so tiny. So I don't have anything that can kind of like overlook what I'm doing. So I'm going to try to do so while I'm holding, but I'm having to put the bins up kind of where I've got it. So I think I'm gonna put toilet paper here. I've already got the extra storage bags in there. I think I'm gonna put like the kids' lunch boxes and stuff in that basket. Not sure yet, but I've got another basket like that so I can mirror it. Those are probably gonna go up top here. And then I've also got those stacking baskets that I can use too. So I moved, this came with a giant magnet on the back of it. And I wasn't really going to use it because I kind of liked it sitting in there. But since I'm trying to free up so much space, I just stuck it on the side of the fridge, because that's the main pantry right there. So when kids are getting out their snacks and making their lunches, they normally use this little counter space right here. So this being accessible right here is going to be really, really good for that. So that they can go from here to there grabbing food. Okay, so, but a good place to store the lunch boxes when they're not using them, and at night when they're done cleaning them out. Because I just don't have a good space for them out here. So here's where I've got, and our recycling is like overflowing because it's full outside too. So we've got recycling in this little cubby that's always been there. And then I put the trash can right here, and it still opens pretty good. It hits the counter at the bottom just a little bit, but I'm going to be painting the top of this. That's going to be another video because I'm going to do part of the fireplace too. But eventually this is not going to be here. Eventually we're going to expand the countertop to go like that with some cabinets underneath, and pull the dishwasher and put it about right here. So we'll have like a corner cabinet here, and then there's one behind me already. And that should free up like almost 2 feet right here. So this will be like non-existent. And then we'll have the countertop go over with a deeper lip. Right now it's only like a 2-inch lip. Go with a deeper lip so we can put some stools underneath that. So y'all don't mind, it's a Saturday. So it's a mess. So then to free up some more counter space in here, because what I'm trying to do is free up counter space. All this is going back in that pantry too. I keep all the baking mixes and things in there. So, and I'm in the middle of this. This is, y'all have already seen this video of the counter space. But I got this magnetic paper towel holder. And it does fit one of those big rolls from Sam's Club. So that freed up some counter space and moved things over here. So once I put all this stuff back, and I'm going to be finishing this tonight, but it's for another video that I'm doing. So all that's going to have the same paper. But pretty much the only thing going to be on the counter is going to be like those 2 things, and then my little cleaning pedestal, whatever you want to call it. So all of this is going to be put away. So it's going to free up a lot. And then over here is where all the bottle cleaning, dish rack, and all that stuff is. So, and I'm thinking about moving because we don't use this dish rack regularly. I'm just trying to, I don't know, I'm trying to figure out a way to do more counter space because this is a very small kitchen for a family of 6. But it's okay, we make it work. And look, more recycling, goodness. And they only pick up our recycling, like, they pick it up every other week. So, yeah, it's a mess. But, so I'm gonna get these bins kind of stacked how I want them. And then I'll bring it back with the phone. Because right now we're doing the phone recording. Because, again, we're waiting on the battery. So, I'll see you in just a minute. So I got my camera battery finally charged. So I organized in here. I couldn't do it with the phone, but it really wasn't that exciting because the exciting part is just how it's laid out. So we've got the paper towels sit there, Savannah's baking kit, my little trash bag bucket. That's where I'm going to do the toilet paper. And then we have all these stackable bins. So I've got them kind of separated: baking oils, cooking oils and seasonings, condiments, snack type things. We've got some rice. And then I've got in the bins here with the lids, those are for like our little candy bar. And the big one has the kids' candy bags in it. And then our popcorn bucket because we have a popcorn maker. And then this is where I'm going to do lunch boxes. We've got drinks and drink mixes, big ones, overstock of the Ziploc bags, all of our foils, wraps, papers, liners, and then do any of y'all save condiments from when you get like takeout or something? I used to not, but now I am. So that when the kids take their lunches, if they need something, they can pop something in their lunchbox. So I have that next to the bin that their lunch boxes are going to go in. But I only have one actually in physical school this year. Next year, 3 of them will be at a physical school. So they'll be able to just toss those. I used to kind of have them hung up, or they could put them neatly on a shelf, but we all know that doesn't work good. So I've got a bin. They can just throw them in the bin after they clean them out. So a lot more space. So if I needed to ever have even more spots for things, I could stack some bins along this side and along this side if I needed it. But this is definitely good for right now. Then I have my bag collector right there. The next area that I need to reorganize is going to be this room. I'm not going to mess with the top because the top's been great. So I really don't think I'm going to need anything because I've got like the Nerf guns up there because they have to be hidden. Tablecloth and runners are in there, and then all these soft coolers on small coolers. It works. So the shelves I'm going to focus on are here that has all the mop and vacuum accessories, where our dump bins are, and gotta get some of those upstairs. The dog bin, because I don't know if I'm going to continue using this. Puppy pads, and then like, so this is where I normally have the laundry baskets, but they're full right now. So I think we're going to kind of play with those 3 shelves. So I think I'm going to take everything off, get them wiped down, and focus on those. Everything else in here works for me. How I have all of these, all the cleaning stuff works for me. The basket works. And this empty spot right here is when I collapse the stroller, I can slide it in here. And I can always put the car seat in there if like people are coming over or something. I can slide it in here too. But these 3 shelves just need to be worked on. So we're gonna do that. Laundry room was by far my favorite of the 3 projects. It turned out so good. It is still weeks later working amazingly. We're able to get to everything, refill. I have a place for overstock that is not cluttered and stacked in a not neat way. The overstock pantry is amazing. I'm able to slide the bins around, pull things out, having them in the bins. I could just pull the bin out and put it back in there. I am now able to buy things in bulk at Sam's Club again and get things stocked. And then the office is amazing as well. And I have even purged more, y'all. I have gotten it down to where I only have 1 set of shelves in here for decor, organizers, and projects. So it is awesome because now I have it a little bit different. But I hope this gave you some motivation to get some organization projects done around your house. Most of my organizers can be found at Dollar Tree, Container Store, things like that. I try to hit the sales up. So y'all have an amazing week, and I'll see y'all at the next video.